when you unhide yourself, it will teach your body to become more comfortable with discomfort. And this is one of the key things that I see the women that go through my mastermind learn to master. It's becoming comfortable with discomfort. And if this is the only thing I could teach, I think it's such an amazing gift, because you will be able to face anything in life. Welcome to the Seeing in the Dark podcast, the podcast for new ways of leading and doing business. No more separation between money, power, and leadership, and being a deeply spiritual human being. Seeing in the Dark is about walking paths that have not been walked before and truly making a change in a world in which old ways are crumbling. My name is Nicole Nima Costeres, CEO of a multiple six-figure soul-based business, and here to take you into the mysteries of purpose, power, intuition, and soul-based leadership. May you embody your own unique essence so deeply that your vibration naturally teaches, inspires, and assists others. Let's dive in. Welcome to this new episode. I'm super excited to dive into the 6 gateways into your full power and leadership. These are the 6 gateways that I also work with in my leadership and business mastermind, You Are a Soul Leader, of which the next round is starting on the 9th of March with a group of female conscious entrepreneurs, body workers, creatives, artists, coaches, healers, a beautiful variety of soul-based entrepreneurs. And it's a mastermind in which you're going to work in a deep communion with the soul of your business, and where we work with deep energetic work, archetypal temples, rituals, ceremonies, and blend it together with very practical step-by-step business tools that will help you to lay a solid foundation in your business. And I will be offering the same energetic work and the same business tools that helped me to grow my business to my first 50K year, to my first 100K year, and beyond that. Also, if you sign up before the 26th of January, you can already start your journey with your soul-based business in January, because you will receive a bonus call with me in January and one in February, and direct access to all the online courses that are included in this package as well. So today I will share those 6 gateways that helped me and already almost 60 women that have gone through this mastermind to embody their essence so deeply that their vibration naturally teaches others. Because that's what's, for me, the new way of leading. Yes, explaining our teachings and, explaining our philosophies can be part of it. Yet, I believe that the new way of leading is through fully embodying our essence and becoming a walking transmission of your gifts, of your lessons. And so these 6 gateways are not necessarily in the order that I will be sharing them today. It's gateways that will continuously deepen in yourself and in your power and leadership. So it's like energetics that we are always invited to deepen and deepen and deepen more. All right. So the first of the 6 gateways into your full power and leadership is unwinding, and specifically unwinding survival mechanisms, unwinding survival mode. This is one of the first things I had to face when it came to expanding in my leadership and in my power and in my business. I was running on survival mode, and I started to see that a lot of this survival mode is not from me personally, but it's what our collective runs on. Right? Survival mode is that energy that gives us the feeling that there is a need to make a living. It gives us the feeling that we need to run, that we need to we have this rushed, adrenalized feeling in our bodies. And this survival mode prevents for that deeper intelligence of life to guide us through the power of our intuition, synchronicities, and magic. So this is why I always start in my mentoring the journey with unwinding survival mode, because this is where your intuition can truly start to speak to you. where you can truly go into a communion with the soul of your business and start to work from a place of ease and relaxation. So unwinding survival mechanism is not necessarily something that will happen automatically. It is a choice that needs to be made. It needs a certain commitment and devotion and decision making over and over and over again. Because I can also see it in my life that survival mode tends to sneak back in the moments where you don't pay attention. So survival mode starts with a decision. It starts with a decision saying no to it. It starts with a decision that every time when you notice yourself going into that rushed feeling and adrenaline, to stop whatever you are doing and ask yourself the question, what feels most nourishing for me right now? And go do that. That's how you will unwind survival mode from your body. Because some people would say, yeah, but it's easy for you to say, you make enough money, so why would you even run on survival mode? Let me tell you that I know a lot of people that make good money and still are run on survival mode, right? So survival mode and money are not necessarily connected. Yeah. So also in the times where I wasn't making a lot of money, I needed to make that conscious choice to not let survival mode run my life. So number one, survival mode is addictive. Remember that. And it's going to be your choice whether you want to have your life be controlled by this energy or not. So unwinding survival mode helps you to do with the question, what feels most nourishing for me right now? Number one. The second gateway into your full power and leadership is unhiding. And especially for women, I can see that this is something scary because when we fully unhide, when you fully unhide who you are at your core, there is the risk that you will be rejected for it, that you will be misunderstood, that you will end up alone. Those are some of the fears that I see most of the women that I work with at some point go through at some level or on a big level, right? So unhiding the parts of you that feel comfortable in hiding is the second gateway into your full power and leadership, because the more you unhide yourself, the more the world can clearly sense you and see you and feel you, and the more of you becomes truly visible. So you can take a moment to tune in and ask yourself, if I would stop hiding, if I would fully unhide myself, who would I be? And that's the second gateway into your full power and leadership. Now, unhiding always comes with the gatekeepers of fear, doubt, and overwhelm. And that's natural, because when it comes to the journey of going into your full power, you can simply not do that by not feeling any fear or doubt, right? Fear and doubt is usually a sign that you're moving in the right direction, because your soul will always guide you out of your comfort zone, because that's where you're growing and that's where you will start to embody more of your full potential. So unhiding yourself comes together with fear. And every time when you unhide yourself, it will teach your body to become more comfortable with discomfort. And this is one of the key things that I see the women that go through my mastermind learn to master. It's becoming comfortable with discomfort. And if this is the only thing I could teach, I think it's such an amazing gift, because you will be able to face anything in life when you can teach your body to become comfortable with discomfort. And I think it's one of the number one skills to teach yourself when it comes to living your mission and embodying your fullest power. So to not drift off too much towards that, that's a whole other episode that I can go much deeper into. Let me take a mental note of that and actually create an episode, because I think it's a very, very important process. But let's go to the third one. Third gateway into your full power and leadership is rising. Standing in your power, daring to take a stand for what you believe in, for the world you want to live in. taking a stand and embracing your power as innocence. In this gateway of rising, what I came across within myself and what I see happen in the now almost 60 women that went through the mastermind is seeing power as something manipulative, feeling worried that when you would fully embrace your power, that maybe you will become an abusive asshole, like, oh, excuse my language, like all the leaders in the world. Yeah. So there are these limiting beliefs that we have around power because of all the bad examples in this world. And so in this gateway of rising, you are invited to reconnect to the innocence and purity of power, because power at its core is pure and innocent. It's just that it gets channeled in the world in a destructive way. But power in and of itself is innocence. And it's only through the one who is wielding the power that power gets determined to be something constructive or something destructive. And this is a really big passion of mine, because power is one of the things that I have a lot of. And this is also one of the reasons why a lot of my work was around unhiding and embracing my power, because especially women with a lot of power, it's only very, very new that we are being welcomed with that. And still, there is a lot of rejection around a lot of power in women. So the third gateway is all about reconnecting to that innocence that power is, to finding a new way to wield your power and to take that stand for the world you want to live in. So you can tune in and ask yourself, when you would fully trust your power, when you would fully embrace your power, what would you stand for? Going to the fourth gateway. This fourth gateway, I would say, has been the biggest change. When I look at growing from 20K a year to 200K a year, the biggest change was deepening my ability to receive love, support, and money. So this gateway of receiving is all about deepening your ability to receive. And especially for the strong, independent woman, receiving can be a challenge. Now, I'm a recovering strong, independent woman, and receiving was very, very difficult for me. I thought I could do it all by myself, and I was this strong woman that didn't need anyone. And I think this is a quality that a lot of women in our generation can recognize. And it's because we come from a background where our mothers were like in the time of feminism, they were standing up for their rights and like fighting against suppression. And that kind of seeped into us being strong, independent women. Like, we don't need anyone, right? But when the strong, independent woman becomes too strong, she becomes armored and she forgets how to embrace her vulnerability and deepen her ability to receive and be held. Right? So this gateway of receiving is a very, very important one, because it's all about surrendering. You're a strong, independent woman doesn't mean that you are no longer strong, but you are able to connect to your vulnerability and discover that that is a very beautiful and necessary strength to embody as well. And in that ability to receive, you will learn how to receive money. You will learn how to receive more support, how to receive more love. So this gateway of receiving is all about the question, where can I deepen my ability to receive? Big one, right? So fifth gateway into your full power and leadership is weaving. Weaving is all about allowing the deeper intelligence of life to guide you in each moment through the power of your intuition and resonance. Because our logical mind, on which most of the world is guided by, right? We want to have predictability. We want to have 12-step plans. We want to have a strategy that brings us from A to B. And it's beautiful. I mean, the mind can be included with logic. Beautiful. But I believe that living a fulfilled life and having a deeply fulfilling business comes from a deep surrender and trust in our intuition and in that deeper intelligence that is guiding us in each moment through the pulse of our intuition, synchronicities, and magic. So it's when you walk through your daily life to follow your intuitive yeses, to follow your intuitive pulls, to follow those whispers and those symbols that you receive in each moment. It's all run by the question, where is my resonance guiding me in each moment? And when the more you start to follow that resonance that is guiding you in each moment, the more things will naturally start to fall into place, right? And the logical mind, when you follow your resonance, the logical mind can go like, okay, but doesn't it make much more sense to do this now to build my business or to access more of my power? But your resonance is guiding you to something completely different. Trust that. Trust your resonance above anything else. Trust your intuition above anything else. And when you feel like, but I'm not sure if this is fear or intuition, know that these two often come together. When your resonance guides you into a certain direction, when your intuition guides you into a certain pool, often it comes together with fear, because our intuition tends to guide you outside of your comfort zone, right? So trust also that when fear comes with it, it's okay. It's okay. It's a sign. Fear is a sign of stretching. You are stretching out of your comfort zone. You are stretching into more of you. So how then do you really know the difference when something comes from contraction or expansion? Usually at the core of it, I will know that this is right. At the core of it, even when all of me is shaking with fear, when my intuition guides me, at the core, I will know, I know my soul is guiding me in this direction. But when I am really guided from contraction, at the core of me, I will feel contraction. Right? So practicing with that, and maybe sometimes making a mistake, even though mistakes don't really exist, those are opportunities to learn and to learn to distinguish between what does it actually feel like when my resonance is guiding me, when my intuition is guiding me. So it's also through following your resonance and your intuition in each moment where you bridge vision and manifestation. It's that bridge between what you feel is possible and what you see manifested in front of you. So, fifth gateway, weaving through following the pulse of your intuition and resonance. Then coming to the last one, the gateway of becoming. Becoming fully anchored in yourself as a soul-based leader. Now, what do I mean with a soul-based leader? For me, soul-based leadership is so deeply embodying your own unique essence that your vibration naturally teaches others. And when we truly become that, you might wonder, doesn't that create too many leaders when we are all leaders? My answer is no, because soul-based leaders are guided by the deeper intelligence of life. Soul-based leaders are guided by the one leader that is the mystery, that is life itself, that is God or the intelligence of the universe, however you want to call it. So soul-based leaders are guided by that one deeper intelligence of life itself, right? And I believe that when we are connected to that we can truly make a change in the current systems of money, leadership, and power, that we can truly make a change and wield power, money, and leadership in a new way. So I also believe that that's how we can let the mystery be our strategy. That's how we can make space for that new world to get birthed through us. So becoming is that sixth gateway that will allow that new world to come into manifestation. So just in short, all the 6 gateways into your full power and leadership. Number 1, unwinding survival mode. Number 2, unhiding the parts of you that feel comfortable in hiding and truly becoming visible. Number 3, standing in your power, daring to take a stand for the world you want to live in, rising. Number 4, receiving, deepening your ability to receive love, support, and money. Number 5, weaving through the power of your intuition and resonance so you can bridge vision and manifestation. And number 6, becoming fully anchored in soul-based leadership so you can truly make a change in money, leadership, and power. Now, I would love to hear from you which of these 6 gateways are the most useful for you right now, or which of these 6 gateways do you feel called into the most currently in your life? And also, as we are closing this episode, I want to make another invitation for you that if you feel these gateways resonate with you, you feel they are of support for you, I warmly invite you into the 6-month Leadership and Business Mastermind. You are a soul leader. It's a 6-month program where we go deeply into these 6 gateways, combined with very practical step-by-step business tools and support so you can lay that solid foundation in your soul-based business. It's a group of greatness in togetherness with an amazing community of ambitious women that are ready to show up fully for their mission and business in 2023. So if you feel a pull towards that, the link is below this episode for you to find out more about the mastermind. And when you sign up before the 26th of January, you receive access to 2 bonus calls with me, which is usually then a smaller group where we already go into a communion with the soul of your business and the heart of your mission, and where I already offer you coaching for your business, and also have our first one-on-one session together. So the You Are a Soul Leader Business Mastermind, linked below. If you have any questions or you want to explore if and how this mastermind can support you, feel free to reach out to me and we can explore together. I thank you so much for listening to today's episode and look forward to see you again next week. Much love. Did you receive any inspiration, motivation, or powerful breakthroughs by listening to this episode? Then please share this episode by taking a screenshot and tagging me in your stories at nicole.nima.costeres. I would love to celebrate you, share you in my stories, and it would mean so much to have my work reach more powerful, passionate women like you. Thank you so much, and looking forward to see you next week.